Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Surat Ehwali and I am a teaching student at Shahang School, Lahore campus. Welcome to today's inspiring discussion on the importance of empathy and leadership and teamwork. Empathy is one of the most valuable qualities of a great leader. It helps build trust, strengthens relationships, improve communication, and creates a positive environment where every team member feels respected and valued. Today, we will explore how empathy can transform leadership and teamwork into a powerful force for success. So, without a time waste, Without our waste time, we connect with ChatGPT for this conversation. Hi ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. And today we discuss the importance of empathy and leadership and teamwork. And my first questions to you, what does empathy means to you in leadership?
To me, empathy in leadership means truly understanding the feelings and perspectives of your team, seeing beyond tasks and deadlines to recognize the humans doing the work. It's about listening without rushing to fix, validating how someone feels, and adapting your approach so people can do their best work without burning out. It creates an environment where trust grows and people feel safe to speak up.
Okay. So my next question is, why is empathy important for every leader?
Because without empathy, leaders can easily miss how their decisions actually affect people day to day. With empathy, leaders build stronger trust, encourage open communication, and usually get more honest feedback. It helps prevent misunderstandings, reduces turnover, and creates a culture where people actually want to contribute, not just have to.
Okay. How does empathy improve teamwork?
It usually makes teamwork smoother because people feel heard and respected. So they're more willing to share ideas, admit mistakes, and ask for help early instead of hiding problems. It also helps resolve conflict faster because the focus shifts from winning to understanding what everyone actually needs. Over time, that trust boosts collaboration and performance.
Can empathy build help or trust within a team?
Absolutely. When team members see that their feelings and viewpoints are genuinely considered, they start to trust that disagreements won't lead to punishment or judgment. That safety allows honest conversations, which are the foundation of real trust. It's like instead of walking on eggshells, people feel free to actually work together and solve the real problems.
Okay. What are the qualities of an empathetic leader?
Well, they listen actively, they ask thoughtful questions, they show patience, and they notice when someone withdraws or seems off. They don't just push for results, balance expectations with genuine care, and they admit when they're wrong, which actually makes them stronger and more respected, not less. It's that mix of humility, clarity, and attentiveness.
Okay. Can empathy improve employees' motivation?
Yeah, when employees see that leaders understand their challenges, they're more likely to feel valued, not just like cogs in a machine. That sense of being seen can turn average motivation into real commitment. People will go the extra mile, not because they have to, but because they want to, for someone who actually gets it. Empathy makes effort feel meaningful.
How does active listening show empathy?
Active listening shows you care enough to focus fully on what the other person is saying and feeling instead of planning your reply. You pause, paraphrase to check understanding, and avoid rushing to fix it, which signals I'm here. I hear you. That simple presence can be incredibly validating and calming.
Okay. So, how does empathy create a positive work culture?
It sets the tone that people matter as much as productivity. So employees feel safer voicing ideas or concerns without fear of being dismissed. Over time, that builds trust, reduces cynicism, and creates genuine collaboration instead of just compliance.
Why is understanding different perspectives important?
Because decisions hit people differently depending on their role, workload, or situation. If leaders don't take time to understand those views, they can miss blind spots that cause resentment or mistakes. But when you listen to different perspectives, you get a fuller picture and make fairer, smarter calls. It really turns empathy into a practical decision making tool, not just a buzzword.
Okay. Okay. So, can empathy increase team productivity?
Yes, when people feel understood, they're less drained by stress and more engaged in their work. Conflicts get resolved faster, communication flows better, there are fewer energy draining misunderstandings. So, yeah, it's not just a feel good idea, it can tangibly raise productivity by cutting friction and boosting focus.
Okay. How do leaders balance empathy with accountability?
Uh, that's a good question. You care without coddling. So you set clear expectations and stay consistent, but you also explain the why behind decisions and show you're open to hearing impact. If performance slips, you address it, but with curiosity first. What's getting in the way here? Then follow through with clear action steps. It's that mix of compassion and clarity that keeps standards high and trust intact.
Okay. How does empathy help during difficult situations?
It steadies the room. People feel less alone, less panicked. When a leader acknowledges the difficulty honestly, yeah, this is hard. It creates space for shared problem solving instead of finger pointing. That calm, open tone can keep a team from collapsing under pressure and actually pulls them closer together.
Okay, what role does emotional intelligence play in empathetic leadership?
Emotional intelligence is like the engine under empathetic leadership. It helps leaders notice emotions, name them accurately, and regulate their own reactions so stress doesn't turn into sharp words or snap decisions. It also means they can sense team morale, know when to push and when to slow down, and communicate in ways that land respectfully, not abrasively. So, emotional intelligence keeps empathy practical. It's not mushy, it's effective. And and yeah, makes empathy sustainable in the day-to-day grind.
Okay. Can empathy strengthen communication between team members?
Yep. It helps People speak and listen with less defensiveness. When someone senses that you're trying to understand, not just reply, they're more open. They explain more clearly, and conflict shifts from argument to, okay, let's work this out. It doesn't remove tough conversations, but it makes them more constructive and less personal. That strengthens trust and keeps communication channels open.
Okay. Okay, what are the long-term benefits of empathetic leadership?
You get deeper trust, lower turnover, more resilient teams that can handle bumps without falling apart. Over time, it builds a culture where people actually want to stay and grow because they believe their voice matters. It's slow magic, but powerful.
Okay. Okay, what advice will you give to future leader about empathy?
Practice it daily, not just in big crises. Listen more than you talk, pause before reacting, check how decisions land, not just whether they get results, and stay curious enough to keep learning how your words and choices ripple through your team. That's leadership people want to follow.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT, for this valuable conversation.
I'm really glad it was helpful. Thank you for bringing such a meaningful topic. If
Okay,
you ever want to dive into anything else, I'm right here.
okay, thank you. And thank you so much for joining us in today's meaningful discussion on the importance of empathy and leadership and teamwork. We hope this conversation has highlighted how empathy builds stronger leaders, creates more connected teams, and inspires a culture of trust, respect, and collaboration. Remember, true leadership is not just about guiding people, it's about understanding, supporting, and empowering them. Thank you for your valuable time and insights. Stay kind, keep leading with compassion, and continue making a positive difference wherever you go. Take care and Allah Hafiz.